Check, check, check. I'm trying to get this thing going. Check, check, check. Hello, 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 hello. Guys, we may end up with a very short show today. I've had to restart this thing twice. And it is not going as planned, and I do not know what is going on with it. Check, check, check. Okay. All right. Okay, I can at least hear. Yeah, I can hear me now. Yeah, it's going out. It's going in and out, and it's dying. I've literally restarted this thing twice, and I don't know what is good. This is a new area. This is the new area for the new salon, the new mega salon that we're looking at. But I think this area may be a dead zone, because my signal out here is ridiculous. It is really, really crazy. I don't know why it's not getting a signal and it keeps going out. And my 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 service itself is fine because I have a signal on my service. The application is fine. The system is fine. Everything is working beautifully. Everything is working correctly. I turned on the camera and it shuts down. I turn on the equal audio, the share screen, everything is it shuts down for some reason. I do not know why. I have no idea. And the only problem that I have is is when I put too much of a load on the signal. Like when I try to open up another page. I'm just let if you guys can hear me, I'm just letting you all know what's going on because in case it dies out or conks out again, we may have to make some adjustments. And okay, here we go. The chat is coming up. Okay, and it looks like I'm still on. I think I can still hear me. Yep, I can still hear me on my phone. So we're gonna we're gonna go, but I'm okay. I see my chat. They said move, change location. I've changed locations like 5 times today. 5 times today. I was up under the garage. I moved to another level in the garage. This is the new bunker style garage, multiple levels. I moved locations up under there. Then I came out of the garage and moved to the location that I was at yesterday when I did the show yesterday, and it worked for a little bit. And then after a minute or so, it conked out and died, and I had to restart it. And then I moved to another location. I did this like 5 times. So and my apologies, but I'm trying not to whine or cry about it. I like to be y'all know I like to be transparent. I like to tell y'all and let y'all know what's going on. So just in case I just disappear or something, you're like, what's going on? He ain't tell us what's going on. What's happening? He ain't telling us nothing. I am telling you something. I'm telling you what's going on with the system. This thing is crazy. I'm going back and forth. I mean, not my system, just our service. Literally being able to. It's like going using your phone, and then you go into an area, and then your phone starts breaking up. And you're like, hold on, you're breaking up. That's what's going on in this particular area because I'm parked. I'm not driving or anything. It's just in and out. So I'm gonna leave everything as it. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm not gonna mess with anything. I'm not gonna try to put up any extra graphics or videos or anything like that. I'll just leave it as it is and see if we can get through this show. I have a plan. I have multiple hotspots. I have different services. We pay a lot of money, guys. We pay a lot of money for our uplink. We pay a lot of money for our the service that we use. We're with AT&T. We're about to branch out with another company to have that company in addition to, not except, because we've been with AT&T for about 20, 27, 28 years. So we've just and sponsored now. So we literally just we're kind of homebodies. But we will be adding another provider to our service link just in case, because y'all know I like to be prepared. And then we're also going to be stretching out and testing the new Starlink. So the Starlink is a satellite-based um, service, and that's phone service, internet, streaming, all of that through Elon Musk company, and that's he has the most satellites of any company of all the companies put together. They have low orbit satellites, so I'm not trying to sell it because I don't get paid off of telling you guys about Starlink, but well, maybe hopefully we may be able to pick up something. I don't know. I haven't reached out to see what was going on with that, but now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it, we may have to do that. But uh, that company is the only company that has that many satellites. They have thousands of satellites that they've launched into space, and they are the only ones who boast the claim you will be able to get a cell phone, a Starlink cell phone, and be able to use that cell phone anywhere on the planet because they have satellite coverage everywhere, and it covers the entire globe. So, and because they use low Earth orbit satellites, so they launch them with their SpaceX rockets, and they put the satellites in space. So he's able to put a lot of satellites, and because they're low Earth orbit satellites, he's able to cover a lot more of the planet with a lot stronger coverage and service. So they boast that you'll be able to use your cell phone anywhere on the planet. You can be in the middle of the jungle. You can be in the middle of the Amazon jungle and get clear as a bell signal. You can call right to your mama's house in in the United States, and you're in the Amazon jungle, or you're in the middle of Africa, or you're in Asia or Japan, or they're saying you can be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, in the middle of the ocean, and literally pick up your regular cell phone and get a signal and call home. That is impressive. I'm sorry, guys. That's impressive. We used to have to use satellite phones. Anytime you travel, especially if you travel overseas or if you travel long distances, and your service provider does not cover those areas, then you have to either what we call roam or have roaming service where you're tapping into other satellites, or you'd have to have a satellite phone that's dedicated to your phone and other phones that's on that service, and that is horribly expensive. But a whole nother uh, this will be a whole nother service that we're entertaining through Starlink. This is just hey, Miss Merle. Let me get two more. If you're out in, well, I don't want to say your area because we're having a pretty big problem with people disclosing their area. So people, please from here on out, try to kind of keep your area or the city and state that you're operating in, kind of keep that on the hush for right now until we're 100% launched, until everything is out. Please try to keep your locations kind of discreet because we're getting people putting their locations out, and people are advertising and promoting, and you're not supposed to be doing that. So let's not do that if you guys don't mind. It's becoming an issue, and I know it's very difficult to keep things under wraps, especially in this day and age. But if you guys can, please keep your identification, your information, and everything kind of on the down low until we have everything where everything is legally set up and put together correctly. There are some people that are in the buses that are promoting right now that are not supposed to be promoting. um, Please do not do that. Please do not make recordings and videos of your your establishment and your, especially your contracts, especially your sponsorship. Please do not put that out unless it is sanctioned by um, your agent, your any of your your instructors. I mean, not instructors. Your agents, your sponsors, or myself. So, and that's just to keep everybody protected, because once we start putting all of the buses on the same schedule, There's going to be comparisons. Okay. And comparisons can be dangerous. That means if you have a contract with Disney, for instance, and Disney is paying you to do Disney haircuts and hairstyles, and then someone else comes out and they say, "Hey, I got a Disney contract as well. You know, how much are they paying you?" And you tell them how much they're paying, and they say, "Oh man, they ain't paying me but this much." And now we have a problem because you're not supposed to be discussing contracts on that level. So because it's not that, oh, y'all doing something shady or y'all doing something, secretive and some underhanded stuff is going on. No, that's just dumb. You you don't discuss that type of stuff because there's intricate details that are not disclosed to everyone. There's a reason why if you go to a job and work in a factory, you don't get paid the same as Samantha. And Samantha's not going to tell you how much she gets paid because she works in a completely different department. She works completely different hours. She has a completely different schedule. She has everything about when she was hired and how she was hired and who she was hired by and what everything went on with her and her job is completely different from yours. Completely different. Matter of fact, you guys could have got hired on the same day at the same job in the same department by the same person and still get different wages. Why? Because she has a degree and you don't, or she is scheduled to work different hours than you, or more important hours than you, or do different job skill schedules than you, or whatever. Any discrepancies or any levels of difference that she's going to go through versus you is going to bring about different wages. Period. And that goes the same with contracts. Disney could be paying you because you're this, and they are paying this other person because they're only doing locations. They're going to locations and doing hair, and that's it. They're going to events and doing hair. That's a completely different schedule, so you're going to be getting paid differently. Your haircuts or your services is going to be different. So telling them what you get paid and them telling you is not going to help either one because there's no telling how many heads are they contract for versus you. If they're up for renewal for a contract, they may have been working with this company for 3 years. You just started 2 weeks ago. That's different, completely different, and you have to work your way up into that level to be able to garner uh, that type of and wages being earned or payment or contract being honored. Hey, how you doing? Oh shoot. I was just gonna do what I just said I wasn't gonna do. I was just gonna do what I just said I was not gonna do. I'm just highlighting your name. You can see where you are. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, guys. There's so many rules and so many regulations right now at this point, but they are going to be lifted. They are going to be um, eased, if you will, and we'll have a way better time. Okay. Yeah, it's cutting out again, guys. Y'all give me a second. This thing is doing crazy things again. I, it's been it's stable. I'm trying my best to stay. Maybe if I put okay, I think we're back. I'm gonna try to put another screen in to at least try to This is going to be an audio screen, but there's not going to be anything playing on it. I'm going to try to see if this will keep me in or keep the signal. Sometimes when you have a signal, a stream that has a solid connection, it'll hold your entire stream together. So audio is different from video. So I just started an audio stream as well, in conjunction with the video stream. Hopefully, it will hold the stream together. It's doing good now. I mean, it's breaking up just a little bit, but it's holding. So we're gonna once we get our new services in, I'm gonna see if we can combine services, because this new location is a larger location, guys, and we're definitely going to be streaming and filming from here. But on the inside of the location, we don't have this problem, obviously, because we're a landline, meaning we're hardwired in, we're plugged into Ethernets and all that type of stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. Out here, rolling around doing the remotes is wireless, so you're kind of subject to your signal and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and hotspots and all that. So in this area, it's seeming like it's a dead spot or a dead zone, but it's just going in. Okay, so here it is going in, going out again. Just a second, this will work. This will work for us. Bear with us. Bear with us. Hopefully, y'all can hear my back. And let me see. I'm just gonna have to check. Yeah, it's going in and out, and it's kind of slow right now. And I got some other people that are using their laptops and stuff here on the same signal. They're saying they're having the same problems. So good thing, because it's not just me, and I'm not crazy. There you go. All right. Okay. If it cuts out, guys, because I think the audio may have saved it, but if it does cut out, I'll try to get the signal back and try to come back on. If not, I'm gonna try to get my new signal, my booster, or a whole new hotspot for tomorrow. And this is just in anticipations of whenever they finish the my suite. I'm gonna have them do my studio first. That way I can get in there as quickly as possible, or when I get my bus back. So when it comes back, I still have to get it. Um, I still have to get the undercoating done, and I have to get my get it the my other license, because I'm going to be doing some other things with this that's going to require new license that I did not was not needed. Um, and then my vehicle wrap. So I'm getting a new vehicle wrap on as well. So I had my small letters and my small inch on there, but this one, it's gonna be a big picture of me on there. So that's gonna be it's gonna be pretty obnoxious, but I don't have a choice. This is just part of the game. Is what you kind of got to do when you're moving these elements. Okay, Miss Sydney says, "Is the instruct? Yeah, the instructors are they're ripping, guys. They're ripping through people. So they'll be on my group. Hopefully today. They'll be on my group today, if not tomorrow. They're ripping through everybody. And I have a couple of people. Mr. Ed, I think is going to be on on our fast track list. So then up your account this week. I think Miss Vernick, did you get on fast track? I was gonna call you, but that's what I was gonna ask you, because we had some vibration come through the other day, but I had to get some people understood, because they was questioning you. And anytime anybody questions my people that's in my group, they have to deal with me first. So before they can call y'all or deal with y'all at all, they have to deal with me first. So most of the time I tell them, no, don't even call or don't question my people. If you have a problem or issue, then talk to me first. So now I just make sure that they understand to get um, everybody that is on fast track, get them on. That way y'all can get sped up and get out of the school and into buses as quickly as possible. So, because I know you was putting in for fast track, Mr. Ed was putting in for fast track, and somebody else, a couple other people were putting in for fast track. So I want to get y'all done as quickly as possible. And that means when you submit a proposal or a assignment or anything, they will skip you ahead of everyone else. Right now they have 200 people, 200 guys, 200 people that they have to go through. And I told you guys before, this is not a look at it and then check it and just check off on it and move on to the next. They have to check every single element of every single thing that you send in, every single thing. If you send in a driver's license, they actually have to contact the DMV, whatever state you're in. They have to contact that DMV and verify that that license is valid and it has no strikes against that license, and no warrants, no red flags or anything. They have to actually do that physically, and then they have to record it before they can move you on. So it's not just, hey, you have a driver's license, let us look at it. Okay, it looks good. All right, move on. No, that we have to check that, because you're going to be driving in one of our vehicles on the street. And if we put, it's like driving for your city transportation department, your city transportation. If they put you in one of their buses driving and your license is suspended, you know who gets in? Not you. You're the one hustling. You're the one saying, well, hopefully they won't check my driver's license and they'll just let me drive the city bus, chauffeuring citizens of the city around town. I'm driving for this school. Hopefully they won't check and see that my license is suspended for DWI or for tickets or speeding tickets or whatever. Hopefully they won't look it up and see that I'm not supposed to be driving anything because my license is suspended. Okay, if they pull you over or they just do a random check on you and they find that your license is suspended, you know who gets in trouble? Not you. This who at the school hired this person and let them drive this vehicle, drive this bus with these kids on a suspended license? What the hell is going on? And that's not just fines anymore either, people. People get fired. Actual people in those administrative positions, they get fired because that's a simple thing that you're supposed to do. That's one of the main things. So either way, this is what we do. This is the thing. Oh, It's a long laundry list of things that you may or may not be aware of or be privy to, but I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you, you guys don't know the half of it. You guys do not know the half of it. There's so many elements of things that we're doing right now that if you knew some of the things that's going on right now, it would blow your mind. We've made another millionaire. We've made another millionaire, guys, in doing this business. Don't you know they got audited immediately? I mean, as soon as you hit the $1 million mark, they got audited. That means Uncle Sam says, "Hey, we have a millionaire. You made $1 million, huh? Ah, you doing mobile salons? Okay, all right. Well, why don't you come in and talk to us? Let's see if you're on the up and up. Let's see if you did everything that you were supposed to do. Let's see if you have any outstanding tax records, or if there's anything that you were supposed to report that you didn't report. Let's let's see if we can catch you in a lie somewhere so that we can hit you, right? And then we can hit Coach Mac. Yeah, let's get at it. Let's clock in. Let's let's see if everything is on is if like the brothers back in the day used to say, let's see if everything is everything. Let's make sure everybody's on the up and up. Y'all know good and well they don't like when when people are coming up this fast and making money this fast. That's like you hit the lottery. When you hit the lottery, the first thing you're gonna have to do is pay Uncle Sam, and he's gonna take almost half your money, almost half. And that's the only way to quell Uncle Sam is saying, "Hey, I won $3.7 million." Well, you think you won $3.7 million? We get half. So they're gonna immediately take half your money, and then you're going to have to pay attorneys. You're going to have to pay all types of files. You're going to have to do bookkeeping. You're going to have to readjust your schedule for filing for the rest of the remaining years that you actually have money, and the whole 9 yards. It's a nightmare. It's a brand new thing. It's a brand new thing. So you have to understand that we take precautions on a whole nother level, because it's not just the 300 or so people that we have that's gone through our company and that we're currently working with. It's the thousands of people that are coming. And we're not talking about customers. We're just talking about barbers and stylists. Just barbers and stylists. That's not counting massage therapists who we make buses for. That's not counting tattoo artists who we make buses for. That's not counting groomsmen or pet groomers that we do mobile salon buses for. That's not counting any other extracurricular services that we cater to. None of that. Okay, thousands. And then we're not going to even go into the customers, just the customer base itself. And can you still hear me? Okay, that's not even counting the customer base that we're talking about, guys. We're talking in millions now. We're talking millions now, because everybody, you have downloads, and when you're dealing with downloads, you have millions of downloads, and then from those millions of downloads, you have hundreds of thousands of people that are actually utilizing the service, booking you, and booking the buses to come out and do services with them. And when you have that, we don't have no, we don't have that now. No, 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 we're not. We don't have millions of downloads, and we don't have hundreds of thousands of clients coming through. We have, well below that, but it's still substantial. It's still enough that we can get in trouble if we don't have our numbers right. You understand what I'm saying? So obviously we don't report that, and we don't advertise that or promote put that out online. um, but there are some segments of our companies that we do because we're incorporated. We Mobilon is a Inc. is a mobile Mobilon Inc. So we are incorporated. We are listed with the state of Texas. We are listed with the government. We are a actual corporation. We have other companies that are incorporated. We have charities that are 501c3, that are actual charities that are listed with the state and the government and all of that stuff. So I tell people, if you're dealing with anybody, because there is another company that popped up what was that, in 2023, I believe. It popped up and they said that they build buses and they can get you taken care of and they can do you a bus for like 40 grand, I think it was. They popped up and we found nothing on this company. We didn't find that they didn't have a license. They didn't have any incorporation, any DBAs, any tax filings. They didn't have anything. It was just another company. It was just a company that said, "Hey, we can build buses." So when we looked into it, and I wouldn't, y'all know me, I'm down with competition. Shoot, competition makes me stronger. I'm like, shoot, well, it's on. Let's go. Let's get in the ring, guys. These people lasted less than 6 months. Less than 6 months, they were done. I had people. I told y'all this probably in let's see, probably the year after in 2024, last year, that we had customers that were coming up and they were wanting to join our network and get into our company because the people that they were working with, were not doing business appropriately. This is not easy. This is not easy. Thank you, Tamara. Um, Everything we do is strategic, and it may run slow right now, but that this is strategic. We're doing what we're supposed to do, and we're making sure that it's correct because there are thousands that are coming, tens of thousands that are coming, and you better believe. I mean, we're dealing with millions now. We're spending millions of dollars now, but imagine when we are to the point to where we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions. That's where our projections are projecting us right now. I had a meeting with my accountant and my wife, who's also the head accountant for the company and has her own firm that does the bookkeeping and does the accounting and taxes and all that stuff. Um, to project to show me the projections of what we're looking at right now, cost wise, income, expenses, the whole 9 yards. It is scary, people. It is scary, and I didn't get into this for this. I didn't get into this to be a $100 million man or a billionaire, if you will, I didn't get into this for that. I've had my money, and I was good. Years ago, I was good. I was like, man, I got all I want. My product is selling. My clothing line is selling. Everything is good. I'm good. I got a book that went out. That my book's so good. I'm good. Millions of dollars. You can live off. Double digit millions of dollars. You can live off that for the rest of your life, and you're good. You're good. Your kids is good. Your grandkids is good. Everybody's good. Even extra family members you can take care of, and you're fine. But when you have a mission, when a mission is put in front of you, and that's what is your inspiration, that's what your calling is. Now, uh, now we have a whole different purpose. Now we have a different purpose. So that's what we're on now. And I'm lucky and happy that this purpose just comes with a pretty big dollar sign. So I'm cool with that. My wife accused me of giving away too much because that's what I do. I make deals with people. I'm gonna tell you this. Well, I can't. I'm not gonna tell. I won't say names. I won't say the structure of the deals or anything like that. But I'll say this: my wife and my accountants and even my attorneys, they'll call me in the office and they will chastise me for the deals that I make because I make deals that are so outrageous and so ludicrous because it's what I feel. It's not numbers, it's not number crunching. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. They're laughing at me. It doesn't make sense on paper at all, but that's because I'm just trying to get the deal done. And yes, it's going to cost us. It's going to cost money. It's going to be out of pocket money. It's going to even be long run money. You know how people say, yeah, it's going to be that, but we'll make money in the long run. No, no, not here. Not right. Not right here. You won't. But It's not that we're gonna lose money and we're gonna lose our shirt and we're gonna go out of business. Of course not. It's one person. I don't make one person. Oh, we're gonna pay you $100 million, and you're good. All you have to do is pay me $3, and we're gonna pay you $100 million. We don't do that. That's crazy. We don't do anything close to that. But me myself, I will make a deal. I will say, oh, it costs this much to do this. I'll pay for it just to get you taken care of, or I'll cover it just to get you, to the next level. I'll look after you so that we can you know get this thing done and moved on. That's the type of stuff I do. I used to do all the time. Y'all know this because I've even shown y'all. I had people on the show say, "Yeah, man, coach. Yeah, he paid for me to get in, and he paid for my deposit." And I'm like, "No, no, no, shh, shh, don't say that." They're like, "Dude, don't say that, because I didn't pay for everybody. I paid for you, and if you telling everybody that I did that, now they're gonna feel like, what the hell? I had to pay to get in here, so I had to cut that out." This was when we first got started, and it wasn't but $1,000 then, so it wasn't like a real big deal. But if I paid for this guy to get in, and that girl to get in, and that guy to get in, and most of them was family members, I'll admit that, but still, it doesn't matter. Other people will look at it and be like, "Hey, man, why you pay for them to get in? Yeah, what's up?" It's the concept of favoritism, if you will, nepotism even. Not good. So I had to cut that out. And this was before sponsors. We didn't have sponsors or anything like that. So as we started growing, it started to become. So somebody said, "Coach, you telling the story. We trying to hear the stories, but we got a question. Ask your question. If y'all got questions, ask a question." Uh Oh, they say they just they said they appreciate the stuff. Yeah, I've noticed that, guys, and my apologies. Like I said before, right now the stream, it's been stable. We haven't dropped out. Well, we dropped out in the beginning. It was dropping in and out, and I had to reset. I restarted twice, but it's been running, and I think it's because I set up the audio stream with the video stream, so it's kept a stable foundation. Yeah, whoever asked that, the school is open. Just log in. You shouldn't have to reset your password. Just log in. Use your username and password. If you need to reset it or want to reset it, you can. It's your password. You own it, so you can just reset your password. You can reset your password as many times as you want to. That's not an issue. Just reset it and keep it moving. This is what I'll tell you guys about the school. Like I said, I was saying that yesterday and the day before, and pretty much the last couple of weeks and even months, I believe. Um, it's my fault that it's going as slow as it's going. We're talking about the last year, the last 2 years of going back and forth and upgrading. When our sponsors started coming in, we got a big sponsor that put down $1.5 million, and that was our first time getting that much money. And they was like, this is when we first started adding on sponsors. We got like, a $50,000 sponsor, then 100,000, then another 50,000, and stuff like that. Just little stuff to kind of test us out, test the waters. But when we started showing that we were serious and we know what we're doing, we started getting bigger sponsors. They're about to do a sponsor run at this weekend. Matter of fact, with our commercials that we run, I ran a commercial yesterday. They're about to run a new sponsor run that's going to include very big names. And they're telling me that I can say the names because we're going after them. We haven't secured them yet, so it's not going to be like breach of contract or something like that because we haven't cleared them. So Dr. Pepper's who we're going after. Lysol is who we're going after. Disney, y'all know that's my not arch nemesis, but like one of my bigger units to go after because we do so many of their characters. So Disney is who we're going after. We got a pretty large scale. All of these are multi-billion-dollar companies, and that's who we're going after. This starting this weekend. So we have a huge agenda that we're pushing, and it is strategically for what we're about to do. Okay, and that includes graduating as many people out of the school and into buses as we can, opening up this new location that we have here, and just trying to do all of these things. Now, listen to me when I say this, guys, and then we'll get ready to go. We are trying to do this thing as covertly yet out in the open, as covertly yet in plain sight as we can. Okay, and I'll tell you why. There's a rule. There's sort of like not necessarily a law, but it's close. It's as close to it as you would feel comfortable getting. They want, when you're applying for licenses, it's like a bank. When you're applying for a license, there's certain things that you have to, certain levels that you have to reach in the community in order for them to grant you that bank. If you're trying to open up a school, there's certain levels that you have to of decor. They call it decorum, that you have to reach before they grant you a license to open a school. I mean, a brick and mortar high school or elementary school or actual school. You have to reach a certain level of decorum in those areas, in those neighborhoods, and those communities. Otherwise, they won't let you in. So if you try to open up a strip club, right, in an area where they have a lot of high schools or elementary schools, especially if you're in a neighborhood and there's an elementary school right across the street for the building that you're trying to open up a strip club, they're not going to let you do it. They're just not. It's not that it's against the law. It's just decorum, value, family value, home value, all that type of stuff. They're just not going to let you do it, and you wouldn't be able to pass it through. You wouldn't be able to pass it through code compliance anyway, or get your building approved with the neighborhood, because you know you have to have the neighborhood itself approve you to open up. We've been through all of that. Okay, we let people know what we. I've literally sat down at a table where there was the mayor, there was a group of city leaders, there was even a fire chief and a police chief, literally sitting at the table where I and city planner, and I have to show them my city, my company plans. I have to show them my designs for my building. I have to tell them what we're trying to do. That we're not going to be a negative effect on the community or the area that we're going to be operating in. You know, all of that stuff, environmental studies, yeah, all of that. I have to show to make sure that they understand that I'm not going to be bringing a blight to the community. Okay, every time I've done this, I've shown what we do. They're ecstatic because we're bringing something that's it's not a barbershop, because barbershops get cleared immediately. You typically don't have to even have a meeting with city planners or any type of representatives or anything. I mean, it's a barbershop, and beauty salons get a little bit more slack because they deal with more chemicals, but it's not really that hard. You're basically a plus or a positive to the community. But when you're dealing with elements that are this large, because we're dealing with mobile salon buses, we're dealing with buses, vehicles, and they have a concern about oil leakage and make repairing and doing repairs on vehicles, and just a ton of different things that cause an alarm. So this is what we do when we go in. I'm meeting with all of these different individuals, and I mean they're ecstatic because of the possibilities of what we will be bringing to the area, what Mobilon will be bringing to that community and to that city. It is crazy, and I love it. I respect it. I appreciate it. And the only thing we have to do, which is why I make this statement, why I'm going down this road, is you can't go out. Listen to me now. You can't go out blabbing a whole bunch of stuff about what you do and what you're gonna have and all this type of stuff. You can't go out making all of these grandiose announcements and all these things about what you're gonna do without permission. But check this out. You still have to state your intentions. Uh, excuse me, do what now? Now I learned this a long time ago because I've been having to do it for a while. It's called your when you have this when you're stating your intentions, that means you're letting the community know in a kind of under the radar type way. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I have. So you're basically giving them the opportunity to object, right? So if they don't like you, if someone hears about you, sees what you're doing or whatnot here and there, they're able to say, yeah, I don't like this because A, B, and C, right? I don't think they should be allowed to come in because A, B, C, and D. This is going to be a problem because they do this or they do that, and da 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 da. Okay, so you have to be present. You have to be public to that level. That's why I do a live show every day, so that when I do launch, when I do open up, when they do cut the red ribbon, there don't no one can hold picket signs outside my building and say, "Hey, we didn't approve this. We didn't zone this. This should not be allowed. Why are y'all letting this happen? They should be closed down. We don't like it. We don't like." No, you can't say that. You can't do that because my plans have been on the record for months now, and now going on a year. My plans have been on record. My intentions have been on record. I've been on the internet. I'm on 10 plus social media platforms going live damn near every single day where anybody can come in and voice their objections to what I'm doing and what I'm bringing. Now, obviously, we've gotten zero, goose egg, nothing. We've gotten no one coming saying, hey, we don't like what you're doing. We don't want this here. No one. You would think, and this is what I had told to me to my face, you would think, and we have at least one person, every single company that applies for rezoning or applies for licensing, applies for certificate of occupancy, anything, you get at least one person that says, "Oh, I don't like it. Oh no, not in my neighborhood. Oh, I don't want this down the street from me." You always get at least one that don't like it or don't want it. And it's usually a troll. It's usually somebody that just wants to be seen, or somebody just has a issue, or even hell, somebody that just don't like black people. You or black people who just don't like white people. It doesn't matter if it's a Hispanic, a taco joint, or a Mexican restaurant, or it's people that don't like Hispanics or don't like Mexican, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're always going to get at least one that's just a hater. We gotten zero, none, nobody that comes out and say, "Oh no, we don't want mobile salons in our community. We don't want our barbers and stylists being able to come to our home, park in our driveway, and do our hair." Nobody, nobody has ever said, "Yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want you. I don't want you bringing a mobile barbershop to our apartment complex where we live, and I'm able to bring my little boys downstairs and literally jump right on the bus and get all of their hair done at the same time and go right back upstairs. Boom, bang, boom." Nah, I don't want that. What? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a blessing. It is a blessing, and I'm glad to have it. And I've promised everybody that I've talked to, even you guys, that I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it justice. I'm not going to rush it, even though a lot of people want me to rush it. A lot of people want, hurry up, come on, coach, come on, man, just let me just go on and do it. I've done that. I did that from the beginning. I was rushing people out my damn self. I was cutting corners and skipping people along. I was doing that from the get go, and we got burned over and over and over again. And from the moment that we start, I've told this story 100 times. Y'all already know that. But there are new people that come in and listen. Plus, this is on recording. This is on archive mode, which is the exact thing that I'm talking about. People have the ability to hear what I'm saying and object if they have a problem with it. For whatever community we're coming into, we're live over the internet, and anybody can come in and view and listen to these archives, or they can come into my show live and voice their opinions. We have zero, none that come in and say, "Yeah, I don't like it." So when you have the ability to bring something that positive and that great to a community, to a city, to a state, anywhere, you need to do it right. You need to show it extreme respect. which I was not doing in the beginning. It was just, hey, this is going to be fun. Hey, we can do this and set this up. Hey, this is going to be able to sell more of my product, my hair art stencil kit from these buses, and we'll be able to make a little money and da da da. No, no. You're able to change and evolve an entire industry. Do it right. Do it right. And it may piss off a few people in the beginning, because anytime you're trying to build something, you're gonna break a few eggs, and there are going to be some people that get upset because you may not be moving as fast as they want you to move it. But guess what? We're going to get it done, and we're going to get it done right. And I'm going to still be respectful and try to move it as quickly as I can, but we're going to do it right, and we're going to get it done right, because there's millions of people that want it and that deserve it, and that do not deserve me to rush it and tear it up before they even get a chance to enjoy it. So I'm going to do it right. So to all you sponsors and potential sponsors that may be listening to the last recorded show that we put out, I'm Coach Ronnie Mack. This is my opinion. This is my view. And this is how I live my life. This is what I do. This is how I run my business. So please, please take this to heart. Understand that this is the type of partner you will be deploying and signing in with, a person that cares and respects his business and is going to do everything in his power to make sure that he does it right. And fortunately for both of us, right means exactly what you got. And I hate to use this word, but it's applicable. It right means you make money. It right means if you do something right, it's going to be valuable. It's going to be something that you're going to make money off of. That's not why I do it. I do it because it's a huge net positive for the community and for the people that use it, and for our industry, the barber and beauty industry. But it's still profitable. Right means profitable. Right means profitable, and that's what I do. I'm going to make sure that we do it right. So to all you sponsors, that's what my vow is. To all you barbers and stylists who will be depending on me, when you get into these buses, y'all don't want to get into a bus and it doesn't work. Y'all don't want to get into a bus and then you don't have a gas card to put gas in your bus. Y'all don't want to get into this bus and then your insurance lapse. Y'all don't want to get into a bus and then you have no customers because the app doesn't work. Y'all don't want to get into a bus and then you go and park somewhere and you find out you don't have a permit to park there or there or there or there or anywhere, because we didn't do our job. No, no, no. We're going to do our job, and we're going to do it right. Your job is depending on my job. Your livelihood is depending on me doing my job. That's why I'm going to do it right. So to all you people that are out there that are working and striding hard right now, and that are patiently going through the trials and tribulations right along with me, because I'm hurting like y'all hurting. My respect and appreciation to all you all. I hear it. I get video. I get calls and recordings constantly. Okay, yeah, I got it. They tell me to get off the air. I hope it's because I'm going over, not because I'm spilling the beans. And it must be a blessing. It must be a godsend, because this stream has not cut out once. I mean, it did in the beginning, but not since I've been coaching. It's literally been the signal that I've had. So that tells me right there. Yeah, do what you do. Handle your business. I appreciate all of you all coming in and being patient and working. And trust me, anything worth working for is worth having. That will be proof positive when you see it. Okay. And we're I told you before, we're right around the corner. We're at the finish line. We're touching it. We're touching the finish line. So prepare yourself. Feel you know, breathe a sigh of relief, because we're right there. All right, guys. Let me get up out of here before people start cussing and get mad at me, because they hate when I go over, because I'm not very. It wasn't my fault. I started late because the show canceled out twice. Yeah, I did. I saw messages, but all the messages were like praises. I get kind of self-conscious when people be because people be saying stuff. Um, you know, Miss Veronique says, congratulations. You know, people say, man, this is great. You know, all this type of stuff. It, I'm. That's like when you tell somebody, hey, man, you're doing a great job, man. You good job, man. That's so awesome. You're doing it. Kind of makes you feel self conscious, and you don't. You're like, man, I'm doing I'm doing my job. Hey, I'm just doing my job. You know, and you don't really want the praises and the accolade, but I have to get used to that, and people have all. My wife even has told me you got to get used to that. You're about to do some things that have never been done before, and you're about to help a lot of people. And I'm talking about a lot of people. You're going to have to get out of that extreme humble status and start to understand how to accept praise, how to accept congratulations and honor. It's just a part of it's a part of the system. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. So that's why a lot of you guys is your text I don't put up on the screen because a lot of people come in. Coach, I appreciate you, man. Coach, hey, coach, this is awesome, man. Hey, coach, man, you are the greatest. Man, this is so great, man. I appreciate the opportunity, and I don't put it on there because I don't want to feel I don't. Yeah, we call it being big headed. I don't be wanting to go down that road, but I understand, and I definitely appreciate all of you all. All right, guys, let me get up out of here. Um, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be monitoring. I'm back into the school as well, so I'm monitoring that, making sure that we get all of those elements going. The fast trackers will be with you guys shortly, and then everybody else, you'll be right behind them to get you guys on the new track and the elevated system. So I'm going to try to get everybody on there if I can. Um, Other than that, guys, I'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I'll see you all then. I'm running back on the Shops and Salon Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobilon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application at the top of the page on the right-hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything is good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have our own charity called Mobile Charities. It's located at www.mobilecharities.org. You can go there and donate to one charity or multiple charities all at the same time. A great way to help a lot of people. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all for coming in. I will see you all tomorrow. Everybody have a great rest of your day. And remember our motto, respect yourself because image is everything. Peace.